we want to get rid of the possibility that Iran engaged in uranium enrichment. But the Omanis, who are mediating these talks between the Americans and the Iranians, have already told us that the Iranians had already agreed to zero, absolutely zero uranium enrichment, which is something that they were, adamant about for the longest time, right? They said, we are willing to forever forgo our uranium enrichment program, before they insisted that we are empowered to use uranium enrichment for civilian purposes. And they're like, okay, fine, we'll give that up as well, okay? But not only that, but they relate to the Omanis that, hey, not only are we willing to give up our uranium enrichment program, but we're also willing to negotiate about our proxies, Hezbollah, the Shia militias, Hamas, and the Houthis, but we're also willing to negotiate our ballistic missiles program. The Iranians were willing to give Americans everything that they demanded, which were impossible demands to begin with. And the Americans still attacked. So please explain to me that, okay? That's point number one. Then point number two is, Trump then said that, okay, where we attacked because, well, Israel was going to attack first. And we know the Iranians would respond by attacking us. So we had to preempt the Iranians by attacking them first, okay? But then you're like, why didn't you just tell the Iranians not to attack then, right? You are the superpower. You're the ones financing Israel. You're the ones giving Israel all the weapons it has. Just say, if you attack Iran, you're on your own, all right? And now what they're saying is, well, it's because we're controlled by Israel. Are you really telling me a nation of like 9 million people in a desert is able to control an empire of like 330 million people? That's complete and utter nonsense, okay? So all the reasons that they're giving us make no sense. It's all lies. It's all deception, okay? What they really want to do is destroy the world. That's what they really want to do. They want to destroy the world because that will force Jesus to return. That is part of Christian Zionist eschatology. And again, you don't have to believe me, okay? But like, ask yourself this. First of all, like, why is this war continuing? Okay, number one, why is this war continuing? Okay. Number two is, why is Trump asking for unconditional surrender? Why is he refusing to negotiate at all? Number three is, why would America want to send in ground troops? Like what's the purpose of that? I mean, like, aren't you destroying Iran from the air already? Why do you have to send in ground troops, man? Number three, okay. And then what you'll see later on is the destruction of the Al-Aqsa Mosque. The plan is this, okay? There's this diabolical plan where Israel will destroy this mosque, the Al-Aqsa Mosque, but they will pretend it's an Iranian missile, okay? So somehow they're going to embed Mossad operatives in Iran to fire a ballistic hypersonic at this Al-Aqsa Mosque, destroying it. And then what they'll say is, like, you see, the Iranians are doing this to provoke us. It's Iranians who are planting this false flag, okay? And what they want to do is create this war between the Arabs and the Persians. So these people are insane. They're crazy. This entire thing is crazy. Take whatever you believe about the world and throw it out the window, okay? Just do that. And then you might understand what's going on. You might understand what's going on. But if you insist on reading history and say, well, in 1979, the Shah was overthrown and the Americans are pissed about that, you're not going to get anywhere here.